Jeep is ready.
Yep. I was about to say we're good to go.
Okay.
We are live on my end.
Okay, give me 1 second. I have to scroll down to my notes. I should have done that before saying I was ready. Well,
It happens.
now that the smoke is cleared, let's take a look at everything that got us here. With the final plans made, the party went to deal with Justice's father once and for all. They found that he was in a courthouse ready to fight, and after a long battle, he was finally removed from his position. Pi then took her sword, and after taking her leave, the chains on Justice's arm snapped. The party then headed home with victory on their mind, and Justice reading a letter Pi gave to her, letting her in on her actual name and the secret she hid. But let's get back into that. So, give me 1 minute. Where is my Justice map? No, it's here somewhere. Did I actually lose it? I would have hated if it got deleted, but there you go. Okay. Let me go to the Happy Jazz, because that's technically what this house is filled with.
And a wee.
All right, so I'm assuming everyone. Why is that there? God damn it! I look down and just see we on the map. I hate you people. All right.
No, you don't.
I do in spirit. Did I grab Fangs too? Yeah, I did with that. Okay. Anyway, so after everything had gone down, it's probably about the next morning. Vesta had, or not Vesta, fuck, what's her name? Hestia, thank you. Hestia had made all of you some decent breakfast, just a good helping of whatever. I don't know like who wakes up first or who's doing what, so I'll kind of leave that up to you guys.
I think Fangs will wake up first. The fight kind of definitely invigorated him to keep healthy activities of trying to make sure he has blood circulating and on the move, not to be caught off guard ever again.
Yeah, you kind of come down, you see Hestia just prepping some like light foods, probably like some oatmeal, some fruits, and you also see her kind of trying to fix the window, or at least reclass some of it that Alicia had jumped through. That's about it. Instantly, just help yourself. Everything's ready, and if you wish to go out, I'll let Mistress Cece know.
Is there any way I could help with that? He points to the broken window.
I don't know if you know anything about glassworking, but you can try, I guess.
No, I do not know that particular thing. I was more inclined to say manual labor of lifting things up or moving things around.
If you could at least help me, you kind of see like a smaller, like worse off door frame, like or like busted window frame of where the window's broken. If you want to at least help move this.
Very well.
Why don't you take care of that? I can start working on the detail work. He'll crack his knuckles and flip out his book to an open page, and I'll start just mending until somebody tells me to stop, because it's gonna take a while.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just gonna mend, I'll let you go at it. She's not gonna like stop you, because she would probably know like a decent spell of that nature. So since mending's only a cantrip, right?
Yeah, I mean mending's a cantrip, but I mean when I say it takes a while, it fixes one crack up to a foot long.
Well, considering there's multiple pieces, it's fine.
Yeah, Fangs will just simply.
She'll like be like putting them in place, and then like you kind of like using. What is your mending look like? Because I don't think we describe it just because.
Well, Deli's, you guys haven't seen Deli use mending yet. It looks like more like a it's like a clear roll of duct tape. He'll stretch it out, he'll stick them together, he'll put it in place, and then after just a while, the tape will fade, and it will turn into
Oh my god. All right, thanks. Where are you gonna put the door? You just gonna move it to the side, outside, or?
He'll take it outside.
Okay.
Well, he'll make sure to get clarification from Hestia, like, do I take this outside or...
Yes, you can leave it out there. We can maybe use it for wood or something else later.
Looks at the frame. Is it possible to convert this into arrows?
Probably.
Then I should get to work on that.
Oh my god. Are you gonna do that outside and just start making
Yes.
arrows? Okay.
Yes.
Roll me. Do you have any like woodcarver's tools or any kind of tools?
Leather. He has leather. Leather.
Isn't leather, so I guess
no.
survival then.
Yeah.
You just need some fucking crafting tools at this point with how much you fucking go off. Give me a minute. I'll roll a few things.
I mean, if anything, he'll probably turn them into improvised javelins or something to huck at the enemy very pointy ways.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't like a high DC and you definitely did well. You could probably get like 8 different arrows out of this kind of... a lot of it was kind of like splintered, so you probably couldn't piece together all of it, but you got like, I guess... Because you're not... These aren't fletched, right? These are just like actual just... Actually, that's a question. Are you fletching them or are you just like carving out the shape?
Carving out the shape.
Okay, then you could just put like... I guess 8 wooden shafts in your inventory. Also, while you're outside, just roll me a quick perception.
Sure.
While you're outside looking around, it seems like generally really normal and kind of like I'd say normal compared to what you've seen in Lewwood and how just calm and peaceful. But you hear something kind of picking up on the wind, but knowing your nature and everything, you can't really piece together what the sound is. But you do definitely hear something that sounds unfamiliar to you.
What's the closest description Fangs can get? Or do I need to roll to get an idea of like?
Roll me, I guess, because I don't want to spoil this because it would make sense for Fangs to know what it is.
I was gonna say like, what would be the closest thing that Fangs would recognize it either from the Grand Wilds or at least from the current adventure?
Probably be like close to like when you were on the train, that kind of sound. That's the best I can give you.
Okay.
I'll kind of let you piece together from that, but like I said, it's something that's unfamiliar sounding to you. All right, so Diana, what are you doing? Are you still cleaning up stuff, or are you terrorizing this house even more?
I will probably still be cleaning up.
Okay. Anything in particular, or are you just like wiping down everything?
It
like,
was
from
the
mark?
charcoal.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the charcoal track that I left.
Justice, are you doing anything?
Well, she was gonna be the last one out, waking
Okay.
up, and she gets dressed and eventually makes her way down.
Stop. Stop. I can see you. Stop. Okay. Oh, good morning, Miss Justitia. How are you feeling today? As Hestia kind of looks at you as, like, Deli's basically putting multiple rolls of, like, this very, not luminescent, translucent, there we go, duct tape on the windows.
She kind of sighs for a moment. I don't really know. But, your retirement's handled.
Well, I appreciate that. Are you going away for a while then?
Unless you want to go with me to Falwyn, I don't think I'm gonna be around here much.
Well, Mr. and I were talking about vacation, so it's probably about high time anyway. She'll kind of just nod and like, I appreciate the help, sir, and looks at Deli as you're still kind of like putting this tape on the door. You know what I think of? Less of like translucent tape, but you know like that construction tape they put on stuff, and then it slowly fades in. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but and she'll kind of like curtsy as she just kind of walks out the door.
Yeah, no problem. Alright.
As she's probably heading out, Fangs will head back in with his new wooden shadow, but he's also going to add, I heard something familiar. It sounded like the train thing that we were in. The large metal train thing that we were all in various.
There wasn't an airship headed this way, right?
Fangs kind of paused for a moment. I do not know. Maybe. I didn't quite look. I was busy crafting new arrows.
So, this is gonna be goodbye. At least for a while.
Shit.
Is something the matter, or
Everything I've been working towards my entire life is done. And I don't want to become myself. So, you know how we've had some of that weird time bullshit?
sort of?
I guess.
I was me from multiple timelines.
Wait, is there an evil version of you running around now?
I knew pie was hot.
No. She was the evil one, I guess. In that she just wanted the cycle to end of my father literally killing all of us. And she went to pretty hard extremes for that, yeah. And here we are today, and I need to clear my mind. This, and I hate to say it, but even though I love all of you, I don't know if you're really the best influence on me at the moment. I really need to figure out what's to do with my life.
Wait,
Because I don't really know.
why did wait? Processing.
Deli loudly
Smoke.
rips another
Oh,
foot
shit, my
of duct tape.
Fangs,
Yeah.
wait. Are you saying that Pi was your other self thing?
From
How
other
did you-
timelines. A lot of other timelines.
Fangs kind of walks over to Justice, looks her up and down, checks, like, very gently pats her.
Well, clearly she was a hellhound version of me, so
But you still look the same.
different timeline, and she's gone.
Did you reabsorb her to yourself?
No, she was a ghost, I think. having succeeded, I think she could rest finally.
I see. But I am a slight bit confused. You say bad influence. I know we are not heroes, but I don't think we are villains. At least not like the other beings we have clashed with.
No, you're not. But let's be honest, Deli's gonna go back and kill a bunch of people. By your cultural standards, a very upright and outstanding person, but by everyone else's, you're 2 steps from a cannibal? And a psychopathic mother? Alicia is clearly some kind of pyromaniac and chaos maker because I should charge them from the window.
They're just eating more fruit, just ignoring you.
I can't tell if Diana's trying to help us or kill us, and well, Mal is just Mal.
Miles just here for the ride.
I was hired to stick with you guys, so
Fangs kind of ears tilt all the way to the back, very thoughtfully thinking. I see. Why do you stay with us, Domala? If you were hired, wasn't... Well, I am curious, the one that hired you would have still be paying you.
It wasn't the one who hired you, the one that made Deli awesome.
Yep.
Ah. I forgot that detail.
Mal is typing.
Mal is using their word. They have the Etch-a-Sketch today.
yeah, I'm gonna use the Etch a Sketch.
I'll leave it for Fangs to ask that question.
I mean, there's a logical leap behind what Pegs is asking. Let me...
Yeah, but the other thing too then, while Mal's contemplating that... Oh.
Hold on. Let me roll, because I have not rolled his stealth in a while. What is it? I'm not gonna show a sheet because there's some stuff on there. Wow. Okay. That's funny. Just as you hear the door open, and that's about it.
That doesn't even beat my passive.
Well, there's modifiers. I'm just not gonna...
All right.
I don't want to show his sheet specifically for reasons. Because there's a lot of shit on his sheet.
Alright, so very quickly, Fangs will also add. I am still confused. But if you are tired, why not? Well, you have completed your mission. May not rest here then, or...
Because I want to go to... You remember the other tiefling we met?
Yes, your other shadow.
Narilla. Not,
Yes, Narilla.
Not...
It is from our custom, if you are with someone you're interested with, you usually call them your other shadow.
I will take a note of that. But... honestly, she's the first good thing to happen to me, and I feel like I need to figure out where that's going.
This is understandable. Plus,
You
you
know-
have already achieved what you set out to do. You saved your mentor and faced your father.
I don't want to leave all of you, but I feel that in my current state, I don't know how much of an asset I'd be. Probably more of a liability.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I at least have someone in the wings waiting.
Oh, she
Jimmy
finally
just-
arrived?
She's dealing with an associate at the moment. But I can have her sent this way.
Well, Dilly,
What?
you said it was you and me that kept this group together and moving, right?
Yeah.
I hired someone when we first got to Schlington. Just in case I didn't make it. And after having a couple of conversations with her, I know she can't replace me, but she can fill that role.
Jay, I'm just gonna say, I don't really know exactly what's going on in your head right now. Stands up and waddles his fat ass over. But, I mean, I ain't never told nobody to not do what's best for them. Actually, I've told a lot of people to do what's worst for them. And with all this, and what we just did to this country, let alone this city, it needs someone with at least most of their screws in the right spot. And if you're gonna take that seat, more power to you, because I never have. Fuck, I would never.
Oh hell no, Dilly. I'm leaving for Poland.
Oh, alright.
I
Go get you some.
I mean, literally, I'm selling off this house. All of the other properties that were my father's already have been sold off and given off.
I'd like to point out, you gave Rathel part of the estate and then immediately just was like, alright, fuck it, this is no longer anyone's, and didn't sell her it.
It's being sold. Rathel has a chance to bid on it.
Oh my god, it's a fucking course justice goes open market with their home.
Well, no, there was a sealed option first. She has 3 days to determine it
Oh
before.
my god. Yeah, let me tell you how the Schlankton Housing Board will really love that.
Before my solicitor takes over and puts it on the open market.
no, that's when the Schlankton Bank comes in and then starts using the house as collateral.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, that was probably the most adult conversation I had, and it was as a joke. I hate my.
Well,
Also,
right.
Continue.
Fang is just gonna give Justice a hug
Oh.
and just add, just know you are still part of our war band. If you need our help, we will be there for you.
Yeah, and this isn't goodbye forever. It's unless you all get yourselves killed, in which place, that's on you.
I will try to avoid throwing a torch into a box of moonshine.
Or yourself
I
into
also
a
have
giant
this feeling
clock.
that I know it's weird, but every once in a while I have this name, Pringle, and I feel like I have to shove something up the ass.
My
I
god.
can't place where, but I have a feeling we'll meet them again. It's the weirdest thing.
Maybe in person too.
I am most confused. I do not know what this crinkle is, but it sounds like a food item.
Yeah, that's my problem too. But well, Jimmy, if you want to bring it in.
Sorry, I did grab something for a second. uh, yeah, give me 1 second and then I'll let her in. So I want to do a flashback real quick, just to kind of reestablish a scene of like before all this goes down. So this would have been yesterday, basically, when Justice and the party had left the courthouse. So, let's get all you fucks out of there. All right, so let me change the music as well. Where is it? I think this is the one I would want. Come on, there we go. All right, so firstly, since you're going to be playing a new character, you can introduce her. Just give me like a rundown of what you look like, and just give me like a brief description of what you're doing, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Well, Snowy is 5'10", has mostly gray fur with white belly and hands, and she's missing an eye, and she has bright green hair. And has a pair of revolvers, one on, they're both right-handed holsters, but one's on her hip and one's in the small of her back, so she can draw them both, along with the whip that's on her hip. And as the group leaves, she steps out of the doorway.
All right.
And time fire.
I'm sorry, what?
And time for the Molotovs. No.
Okay. Before you do, and like you're probably lighting your first one, and before you're about to throw it, let me grab her sheet. I know she's here somewhere. There we are. Fun day to watch it burn now. As you see this individual kind of step out of the shadows, and I'll shift Z.
Well, I mean, I've been waiting for this day, and, you know, most of the time it's guarded, so now that I actually get some bunch of shithole to the ground, it's actually kind of nice.
Cathartic, maybe. I have some good news from the man upstairs. Amadeus wants you to step up with the big boys, from what I heard.
You mean the job I took with, Fairhorn's daughter?
Yep. Looks like he's wavering from what Jimmy was poking and prodding, and they might need an extra hand on field.
She kind of turns towards the door. Well, hot damn! Just finally is the time. And she chucks the Molotov over the back of her, over her shoulder.
I'm not going to burn it down. Oh wait, is she like literally walking out the door then like leaving?
Yeah, she like turns, chucks it over her shoulder.
Okay, okay.
Walks out the door like you to follow her.
Okay, we're gonna theorize this. So you're kind of like walking through like the innards of the courthouse, and I guess Snowy's just throwing like Molotov cocktails in different office buildings, or
Yeah.
like different. Okay, there's one other thing that you could probably share with the party, or Jimmy will. We have found actually the location of one of the other gifts that people have been haunting or hunting down. And
You mean one of Geronimo's relics?
yeah. What was it? And she's kind of like looking through. Ah, yes. You are looking for something known as the Styx Chalice.
Okay.
And it is in a place known as, and this is the fun part, the Eclipse Treasury in Avu. You can roll me a history.
That sounds.
Roll me a history. That was
Ah.
yeah, because we haven't switched it over yet. But I'll give it. You heard a little bit of the Eclipse Treasury. It doesn't ring any particular bells, but you heard a lot of different Fang folk occasionally talk about it. More so in like hushed murmurs, more than anything else.
Sounds like a horrible place to go.
Well, that's the problem with with powerful things. They tend to be hidden in the worst places.
Eh. What's the matter? One fang folk, a dozen.
You are aware that the Eclipse Treasury might be under the jurisdiction of the Keystone, right?
Snowy kind of looks around with her one eye, but it shows this place was under a keystone too.
Yes and no. But either
Speaking
way,
of, I think one's landing out front. That means we probably ought to go.
oh, 100%. And you just kind of watch her. Until we meet again, Miss Fox. There, Whether May Foxgrove. Been a time.
Take it easy.
I love. All right, so a bit of a day later, probably lying low after setting a fucking courthouse on fire. We will move you back here.
Or is it getting the smell of a Schlenkton sewer out of her boots?
Yeah, probably. Like, night. Anyway. All right, you can let yourself in now. Hopefully. I think the door's unlocked.
Yeah, she comes in the back. Well, hello everyone.
Oh, this one's interesting. Fangs actually has ears pointed in that direction.
Oh shit, Diana, you have competition.
Things, you have alert, don't you?
Yep.
Which is why it's not very surprising when she pulls two guns at you.
Oh no!
She looks at you. So do you wear that brand with pride? Or with loathing? Fang Sunblades.
I like her.
I do.
There is a
See you just brooding on the corner there. Just
Yeah,
leaned up against the corner.
I'm like,
door.
yeah.
Wham
little-
in!
Yep.
Hold on.
Are you referring to the conscript brand of the Red Claws? Then yes, I have a. I believe Justice's words are hit list of their wardens and leaders that I still have to work on.
She just stares you down for 1 second out of that blue eye of hers. And then you hear her decock them both as she puts them away. Alright. Also, no. No black objects, you know this. No obsidian, no feathers, nothing. I'm not that kind of woman. One night stands are fine, we can have a relationship. No. Nothing permanent. We could both die. No.
You know, in some ways, I don't
Huh.
forget tiring you, but in others, meh. I think you'll get
Well, on
along
that
well.
question, where the hell is my 2 liters of 195? We've been waiting.
Jimmy just immediately just starts walking out the door.
I'm a Jimmy? Wait, do they know?
Yes, they know.
Know what exactly?
Real name, lost view, etc., etc. I'm not going to go through and explain all the boring details
Oh.
again.
That.
Where's my money?
Working on it. I
Uh
have
huh.
to maybe use it for information. Speaking of which, you may want to look outside. Does anyone look outside?
Yeah.
Snowy
So,
will. Moves the curtain.
as you are all kind of in the house and just there, you notice slowly the house has been surrounded. And there is a airship that has basically a little bit outside of Justice's front porch. It's very kind of gaudy and extravagant, and I'm not gonna make you roll because most of you know what like a general idea of what a Keystone airship is and or what they would look like. So
Shite, it's the cops. Scatter.
We're gonna die.
No, we'll probably be fine, I hope. I give it like a 70-50.
I'm sure we can find some way to escape if need be.
I mean, what is the worst that could happen? Maybe hear him out for a little bit, and then... Because you ain't fighting them. And running will only prolong things, make them worse. So, hope to God they don't shoot you.
I'm very good at running.
And they're very good at catching.
Well, in case we all die, Snowy says, I'm Snowy. I can explain that otherwise. My real name is Winter. Pause. Von Weathermay Foxgrove. We'll get to that later, especially if you want to know why I'm named Snowy. In the meantime, we should probably try not to die.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm Deli.
I'm dead, I'm a die.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know the raccoons' names. That's the only one I don't know.
That's Scruffy. He's new.
Oh.
Dah. Also, you just watch
Amadeus
Scruffy
is-
is just like licking the window. Dah.
God damn.
Not food. Not food, Scruffy.
What
that
were you
Scruffy?
asking?
They made them out of sugar glass?
Shut the fuck up. Imagine. It's like double paint sugar. Anyway, what were you asking there, Deli?
Oh, no, I was saying that you were acting as my familiar before I found Scruffy.
I tend to do that to a lot of people. You just ask, and kind of like, even though he's a little bit out of the way, kind of leans back and points to Snowy. Just ask how I talked about our grandparents into setting up a whole crime syndicate.
Whoa, whoa. Backs the fuck up, Jimmy. I've been practicing that for a week. First of all, we're mercenaries and freedom fighters. Mercenaries was a title we had to take because business-wise, it's easier to get away with.
You can put glitter on shit, it's still shit.
If you weren't old enough to have raised my parents, either way, you owe me.
I think I have a way to pay you in full if you want to go out. As he kind of opens the door, like his tail kind of reaches up a lot longer than it normally should. Like even longer than a possum tail. It's kind of like almost like a second arm.
Oh, it's like gross pasta.
Justice walks by. Amadeus, how the hell did you just open the door?
Don't ask.
Well, I've been around a little bit, and thankfully some of my powers are coming back. Not all of them, but some of them.
So you were originally a possum.
No,
Oh, he was a dwarf. Get over this.
I know, but the fact that he's very comfortable using his possum body.
it's a lot easier to get around than
Been a
you know.
Possum
having
for
a
like
roly-poly
100
body.
years.
Like I said, it's better to get around than having the roly-poly body this one has. Points at Deli.
I'm comfortable with who I am.
Anyway, so I'm gonna theater of the mind this because I didn't have like a separate map that I really wanted. But okay, so actually, Alicia, you're going to step outside because essentially the Fed are outside, like the really bad Fed that if you run you will probably die.
Is there a cubbyhole nearby?
One more time.
Is there a cubbyhole nearby?
Probably.
I will like to hide in the cubbyhole.
They're not going away. They're literally surrounding the house. And plus, someone decided to open the window or the curtain.
I would
No,
like
it's
to
just one of
hide
those
anyway.
like open it slightly, look out, and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, and then Scruffy just fucking licked the window. Yeah, Scruffy. Okay. So, as you all walk out,
I don't-
well, most of you walk out. One of you is now hiding in the house. I'll let you live with your decisions. For the most part, I'd say Snowy, Justice, maybe Diana a little bit, and Deli, you've seen like the accoutrement of like the Jacapa Rosa-esque and like a lot of the different kind of higher up knight looking. A lot of them seem to be basically dotting the front yard of Justice's home and standing outside. Let me get his picture. Kind of about 20 feet away from the small bridge of, or sorry, the landing of the airship that has kind of like this long, slender bridge is this gentleman. You should see him. Now. You all have to make it so complicated. You couldn't have just stood around and waited. Could have had a nice talk. Maybe over tea, some treats. I don't understand why you had to run. He's looking at all of you.
Days kind of looks over to Deli. He's like, "Did we really run? I'm pretty sure we were just walking."
I don't run very fast.
I was done with what they did. It was just wanted to get home.
Fair enough. Now then, if you would all just accompany me for about 5-10 minutes, we can clear everything up and then maybe send you on your way. Maybe not, depending on, I guess, how I'm feeling. Kind of like motions you to the airship. And again, there is like, I'd say a rough estimate of at least. Okay.
Justice will just head that way.
Fine. It's up to
Might
you.
as well follow along, but he's also gonna add. So who are you again?
Arsène Lupin, one of the Keystones. Let me show the players. I don't have a description, but he is basically one of the Keystones. Ironer is
Keystone.
stupid. Yeah. He's one of the higher ups, basically. That run pretty much all of Schlankton. Also, tell your friend in the cubbyhole that he's not hiding very well.
You hear Snowy in the back from the house. Ah, shite!
Well, the other one in the cubbyhole.
So not me?
Well, you too, considering.
Ah, shit.
Thanks. His ads of. Wait. Who's hiding in now? Or looks at Deli. I believe the phrase was, "We're not responsible for them."
I mean, we technically are, and we're gonna get blamed for their antics anyway. So just get out here.
Alicia, that's up to you. You could choose to leave the home.
Fine.
You could use home by or by force. I'll leave it at that.
Um,
All right, never mind. You got drug out by force. That wasn't even me. Okay. So as you guys are going through the innards of the airship, it looks, Deli, it does look like a lot of similar designs to what you would have seen at home. It's definitely got that kind of feel, which I don't know how you would react to that at all. So I'll kind of leave that up to you. It definitely does have that like cloud catcher stamp of approval kind of design, but it definitely, because you haven't been.
Yeah, I mean, without being in modern society for a while, Deli is kind of instantly
Okay.
back in his, judgy kind of
I will
rich
say
dwarf. Like that's 5 millimeters off, but he's not saying
Yeah.
it to anybody.
So a lot of it does look like at least cloud catcher aesthetic, but it's definitely to the point where just some of the tech and stuff confuses you, like different barometers and like different setups as well, just kind of because you haven't seen the tech in over that long, so it's kind of like more of an oddity than like general confusion. Like you can kind of get a grasp of what it is, but you can't like pin it down exactly. So it's definitely more unique in that sense.
Oh,
And as you're kind of going through, let me move you to this map. As you kind of walk into the main accoutrement, and Arsene takes a seat at his I'll say the head of the airship. Did it move you guys? Make sure.
It did.
Okay. And then you are all right there. Hold on. I will put the Jacopa Rosa down because there are technically 4 members here. Give me 1 second because I just got to find
We
them.
have got to stop landing on the same
Boys.
block. It's driving me insane.
Boys.
Yeah.
Where are they? Are they other? Meyer, Lerthig. No, that's the Emperor Armis. Is it the in-between? Yes, it is. Okay. The in-between, so... Hit. 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 And... I think it was her? Yeah. Okay, that was the 4 that were... Okay. Alright. First and foremost, as Arsene's looking at all of you, I'd like to congratulate you on ridding this nation of a pest.
Thanks.
I guess
No.
we should know which one.
You're well aware of which one, Miss Warmdaughter.
At this point, I think we're at 4.
I
Well, so-
am curious, but if you are congratulating us, why were we treated then as look forward to justice and Delhi for confirmation criminals?
I never treated you as such. I did not raise any weapons or the like. I just had you come in to have a nice chat.
Yeah, thanks, we're fine. Just
I do.
start pulling weapons and killing us in front of them for sport. Yeah, we're fine.
I do also apologize to keep a lot of you out of the loop, as you may know, though Keystones have a lot of power, I can't just go deposing of people. So in order to tie my hands free of any blood, I set up a little, how should I say this, game? And it seems that I'm the winner, so I'm just here to take a victory lap if anything.
But there's no place to run, though.
Is he going to do that the whole time?
The entire time.
Though I do apologize, Miss Warmdaughter, for making you a pawn in the game, but frees my hand of any blood, and the only thing I had to do was prove a court case that was fraudulent, and no one would bat an eye. I'll let you handle that how you want.
Did I roll that on the wrong one, or was that justice? That was justice. Well, congratulations.
Yes, yes, yes. We can gloat all you want. But, from what I have gathered, you're all trying to stop the fun times that have seemed to be spreading around, are you not?
I do not see corruption being as a fun time.
You need to let some, how do I put this? Wordplay. It makes sentences structure more fun rather than just being lame about it.
He's actually come quite a
I,
bit since.
I believe transparency is more efficient.
And you definitely wouldn't survive long in Schlankton.
I was not planning to live here.
I figured as much, but now that I have got to my victory lap, the only reason why most of you at least aren't in chains is because looks for a small possum who has weaseled his way out of here. Sadly, owe a favor to that fucking asshole. So, most of you are free to walk, as well as your friend Thamus, who is in the bowels of the ship. He will be released to the general public, and everything that had happened will be wiped clean. Now, do you have any questions for me? Quite curious to see what, since this is one of the few times I'm willing to indulge 2 or 3 questions. So do be careful about what you choose before you leave.
Oh, I gotta roll this.
So, what is the Keystone's stance on the corruption?
Depends on which one of the 4 you're asking. My personal stance on it is I feel it is more a mortal problem than my own. And if it gets solved, it gets solved. But otherwise, I'm not lifting a finger to do it. Others have taken a more progressive approach, such as the one, such as Paluna and, oh god, what was her name? Miss Lavolt has started taking a more active role, and Miss Meizu has also tried to steer clear of it in her community. And as you could tell, a lot of Langton underworld tends to ignore certain diseases and problems.
And Fangs adds, but by ignoring these afflictions and diseases, you leave yourself open to a very slow and agonizing death. Isolation is not exactly the most efficient way of survival.
Death is something mortals fear. The mortals, and like, when our times come, then we just vanish. It's not something I can care about, nor am I willing to put nor am I willing to put myself at risk just for the sake of trying to save a country. If other people want to step in, by all means. Getting my hands dirty is above me.
So, and now this is where I rolled the wisdom part here. I
Oh
failed
god.
badly. Fangs
Okay.
adds. So if the problem, even if it involves this very world and reality, with your existence on the line, you would not fight for it.
Why should I?
It seems that you're already among those that are called the Walking Dead.
No. I'm just someone that makes deals and keeps other people in check. Roll me a perception, all of you, then real quick.
Good money.
Yeah,
Just
everyone. Okay. Wow, the 2 cat people got it. That makes me laugh.
Oh no, that was Justice's.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's funny then.
Two cats.
The blind woman and the cat with 1 eye, and the cat that doesn't know shit. Great. What a fucking time. Okay, so all of you, for the brief moment, you thought you saw something, but maybe just like a trick of the eye or something. Justice, you feel like the same energy that Pi had given off or Houston had given off, like for a brief moment. And Fangs and Snowy, you see what looks like almost a devilish like face kind of appear over what used to be humanoid, but then kind of switch back almost immediately, kind of like a split second. Like I said, I have other problems keeping other people in check. Corruption is something that's far below my list of priorities.
I was gonna roll this one more time because I know I don't know if Fang keeps his mouth shut or he's gonna actually blurt it out.
Oh.
Fang just adds. For some reason, I feel sad for your existence. I don't know why, but I do.
Let me roll for him now. Okay. Makes sense.
I am playing with fire.
I don't really need your pity, one marked for death, but I'll just ignore that for the time being for things you don't know. Either way, you had your fun times. I'm going to let you all go. Miss Justicia, if you would care for a ride, I have to go to Forwin to attend to other matters. And also, as you kind of watch, I have to pay off someone that was keeping tabs on all of you. And you watch as, hold on, I gotta find their token now. Where is it? I know it's here. Okay, there it is. You watch as he kind of hands money out to this individual. Oh, I meant to hit Shift Z. Oh, I gotta click on the token again. Don't spend it all in one place. And you watch as this individual kind of crooks their neck again in that really odd angle, and then just disappears.
You deal with that however you want.
Huh. I wonder if that thing still had some scars when I shot it.
Couldn't tell because it was kind of like very brief talking. Well, either way, it was nice meeting you all. Perhaps maybe we'll meet again sometimes. Maybe in less chance of, what did they say, escaping the law in more civil terms?
We can always help.
If I were to be blunt, I would rather not we meet again. I
Depends
find
on-
your apathy concerning.
You may call it apathy, but I can call it thinking, playing a higher game and understanding more. If you're in my position, considering running a country where black markets and crime tends to rule the streets, would you not be apathetic when you see people that you care about slowly turn to dust and die, or unholding their contracts? Even look at her. A person, and he points at Justicia, a person so twisted, thinking that they can do the right thing only for it to slowly break them. This is not a land where happiness can exist, and it is not my job to ensure that happiness does. It is my job to run it.
Bangs kind of strains his back up a little bit more. No, I don't think I would want to ever be in your position or find myself in such a thing. I find the value of the small instances that makes it worth living. As you said, I am marked for death. I am willing to greet death with a smile, knowing I at least done something for the present.
Now tell her I said hello when you meet her.
I certainly will.
Alright. So, what does everyone want to do? You are basically allowed to leave, just as he had offered you a way to go to Four Winds, so if you want to stay,
She'll
it's up
just
to
get
you.
her guitar case, but she'll
Okay.
pull off the earring and hand a card to Snowy.
Which card?
Check of one thing.
Oh, yeah! Forget if does that require attunement? I actually forget. I don't think it does, because it's limited.
Let me check.
Like
There it is. Wait up.
I want to say it doesn't.
Yep, attunement.
Oh, okay. I guess yeah, because you could use it consistently. All right. So, as you're all heading off, and Justice is heading off the airship, do you guys have any goodbyes you want to say to Justice, or oh, sorry, anything?
Fangs gives Justice another hug, pats her on the back of the head. Stay safe,
Thanks
friend.
for not. Oh, sorry.
Thanks for not killing me.
Yep. That was it.
Oh.
Fangs will just add, "Stay safe, friend. You're always part of the war band."
You know, things you've gotten way better at giving hugs.
I had a good teacher.
Oh. And you hear as the airship's slowly lifting off, you hear my brain's being dumb. You hear Arson say, "Tell that possum our deal is met." I fucking hate that guy. Like in the lightest voice.
There's a question. Was it the crystal dragon that used to know Warren?
What? Yes. You're
As
referring.
he's lifting off, Snowy calls up, "Warren was right!"
Technically, most of the problems you guys are facing is either a Warren problem or has something tied back to Warren. All
Oh,
right.
she's just ready because she knows it's gonna piss him off.
This is why. Okay. So, now that you're all basically outside of Justice's home. Oh, I think that's. Nope, wrong map. What are y'all doing? I guess.
Well, I mean, just I guess quick thing now. Delia would have tried to get everybody to take a shot with him and say goodbye to Justice that way.
Okay, then yeah. I'll. For shits and. Which shot are you using just for shits and giggles?
It's my the jar of the Meyer special I've been keeping for a special occasion.
All right. Just everyone roll me a con then.
Sure.
What's the DC? 17 on that one?
18, I think, on that one.
Okay, 18.
Oh wait, I'm a dwarf again.
Justice fucking Justice takes it.
Yeah.
Wait, is that so or your Justice?
It was Justice.
All right, so Justice takes it, and immediately like, ugh, it's just like staggering up the fucking airship plank.
Snowy that.
Wow.
I am worried. Justice is going up into the skies and she's not standing straight.
You just hear like an almost like guttural reaction of her almost like vomiting. Like
I hate
before
to
she,
see her
like-
go, but I'd love to see her stumble away.
Is that because my ass is in the air?
Yes.
Delia, don't stop being a puppet.
I don't think I could if I
You
tried.
were getting up into the ship.
That's her just like laying on the floor. These things are worse than the fucking rope bridges.
Oh
I am
my
now
God.
concerned.
Send
shit.
postcards.
Just remember, you can contact Narilla.
That
Yeah.
we shall.
I know sending now, actually. I could just contact you.
Oh,
I was gonna say that technically the hearings have unlimited contact. Technically. Shit, where did I put? Did I move the GIF somewhere? I thought I had them. Oh yeah, they're literally at the bottom of treasure. I should probably move those to the top actually. Let me move that folder. Okay. So as you know, you all have the class. Also, here I will, since you technically know about this, I'll show this to everyone as well.
Here's a
It's
cup.
chalice.
Cup. So, currently
so
you also,
what do you got the ring?
yeah, Mala I think has it because that's who.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mala technically has the Ring of Kerr.
And as an opening gift, I know the Styx chalices, which is one Avu. I hope everyone loves Fang Folk.
I am
was like
Fang, so
vampires.
never heard of them.
Technically, Fangs you have, because you've seen one.
Oh, I have.
You've heard of Dampiers, because remember you met the woman in the blood.
Ah, okay, yes.
You have heard of one.
Fangs just kind of pauses. Wait, Deli, was the woman that was bathing in the blood that is she considered a Fang folk?
Technically, but not really. It gets a little fuzzy with them. But she's alright.
That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Sorry. I'm just like writing something. So yeah. You guys want to go up north to have some fun? It's up to you. Or you can go to Avu first.
Are we not here to deal with the corruption thing?
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're supposed to be doing. At least that's what I've been hired to do.
Yep.
So is that not a main priority?
Yep. It sure
I mean, we
as
should
hell
probably
is.
We can party first.
I mean, I did run
Right.
down a courthouse last night, so I mean, I haven't really had time to celebrate that.
I do also have my pressing situation of the one that is corrupting the food source in the Grand Wilds.
Move you in here, so if you guys want to just put yourself in there while you're talking.
I'll let Scruffy out of the barrel.
I will be right back so you guys can just talk about yourself. I have to use the bathroom real bad.
No problem, I'm just writing notes.
Yeah, Fangs, you're talking about Carmilla, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, she's not like a vampire. She's called a Dampfear, if I remember right. She's like the most human kind of vampire, and it's usually a not so great story in how they became what they is.
What? An undead parent and a living parent. They fucked and they had a kid. What's the point?
But usually the fucked part is not the most consensual thing in the world.
Yeah, you'd be surprised actually, but you know, it is a question of the vampiric charms is the problem.
Well, in most
these
courts of
are-
law, compulsion is not legal.
You've apparently never been to Avo, have you?
I said most.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I know we haven't been, well, only introduced, but I just wanted to thank you for keeping up Geronimo's hobby. Passion.
You mean Sean? And you knew my uncle?
Not directly. My grandparents did him, but
Ah.
most of the dealing has been through, she kind of turns and, like, finger guns Jimmy.
You see, there's a stuffed plush of a possum there, and it's not actually Jimmy.
You son of a fucking bitch. I'm gonna
Son of a bitch, she did it again.
I hate that little bastard. He was also my best friend for like 150 years, so it's so hard to get rid of him.
And now he's never at your side when you need him.
Yeah. Now, as soon as he got his voice back, he starts leaving again.
Well, he's probably out there hiring other idiots to do this job.
Yeah, sounds like Jimmy. Well, now I got Scruffy here. I do not trust him to sell shit.
You'd be surprised.
We'll give it a shot one day, but that's not today. Also, well, since you've had Uncle Juice, you wanna... He'll hand over the the jar that he just used to pour everything with. Couple swigs left.
Yeah.
Seems like you're one of them that's been all over and is from nowhere.
Me?
Yeah.
Mostly Shankton.
Oh, all right then. I really didn't think I was gonna get a straight answer out of you.
I mean, if you're asking about my sexuality, no.
You're going to get a gay answer out of
Damn.
A really bad joke.
Yes, Dilly, I'm bi. Get over it.
Oh, all right then. That's fine. Look, it's Gruffy. There's still a chance.
Nah. Again, he's licking the window.
What? There is no way. Where?
Sorry, guys, that they're, like, you know, takes another, and she's just like, it was always a chance.
Fucking. Hold on. For money. Dally, how much money do you have?
Oh.
I know it's probably. You know what? For shits and giggles, because.
I have
whatever,
514 platinum pieces and 100 electrum.
Okay, just take. Fuck it, because I'm just being generous, and I'm just gonna pull this number out of my ass. Take 400 gold for Snowy, then Moogle.
Alright.
I do have most of the party's gold though.
I'm aware. That's why I'm just saying like 400 gold is like pretty much close to what like what everyone would have at this point.
So, Mr. Cloudcatcher. You have one of your brother's pieces on you? I've been trying to get a hold of one.
No, fucking asshole never gave me one and had bought this piece of shit earlier.
You realize it's like slowly decomposing.
No, actually, I bought one just the
I
other
know.
day. This one
yeah,
already
no,
decomposing?
No, I was making a joke. It's,
Oh, you
it's probably
very-
fine. But it's definitely not like a good quality piece. It's definitely like one of those things that like you're like, oh, it has the Cloudcatcher name on it, but it's probably like one of like very shoddy, and it was just approved just to get money kind of thing.
I really
Oh,
think
no,
it says
what?
Cloud Cutcher. Like,
Yeah.
like it's the it's
like a
the
really
Schlankton ripoff.
Yeah.
Oh, you're about to dirty old Taurus. Great.
Yeah. It was better than he just like what I had before. It's just like holds up the
barrel's
Meyer
like-
special.
Yeah, the barrel's pretty much blown out. Like it's got like just ash and like different like bullet, like just from how much the barrel just imploded.
My double barreled sank in the shack when it sank the second to last time, so lost that just a while ago.
Yeah, we
Wait.
probably find another one.
I'm waiting till
I've been
Deli
looking.
gets. I'm waiting till Deli gets a dragon breath shotgun and just go through the elements.
Well,
With the
yeah,
wizard.
that's me. It looks like you got a couple pieces on you as well.
Yeah, she kind of draws them out, spins them a little bit. Yeah. But if you're interested in looking for quality, you don't buy your brother's shit. You buy Ruka's.
Oh my god. Shut up. Also, you do notice.
These are both like heavily engraved.
Yeah, I figured. You also notice on her hip is like a sword-ish, but it looks odd. I'll say that much. I'll leave it up to you, Google, if you want to show that off as well. I could show it to
Yeah.
players then.
Yeah, she'll use it sometime.
Okay, then I'll just hold off for now.
Well, since you've been watching us, you probably know, but I play with magics and blow shit up. So does Ellie. Al hits stuff real hard. Fangs shoots things and stabs them, and little D down there just hides and really just gets them right in the kidneys.
Or the neck, apparently.
Or the neck, or she claws her eyes out with her demon hands.
Yeah, I was told not to trust that one. By multiple people.
She's just gonna glare.
First he steals my man, then he goes.
Oh, Justice will, or not Justice. Snowy will look over at her like, yeah, I know.
Fangs is actually going to ask Diana, "Are you all right? You have been silent."
She's kind of pouting just a little bit and like leaning up against the wall. And then when you ask her if she's okay, she's just gonna like lean up against you instead. Still grumpy. Just lean up against you.
Just pats her on the head. I understand. Justice has left us.
Oh my god.
This man is about as obtuse as a fucking triangle. Anyway,
As a player, I know what I'm doing. It's completely hair-ribbon.
I know, it's great. I love it. Anyway. Well, you guys have a log rested, so. And as. Hold on, because I love just being this fucking asshole character. Where is he? I should just move, like, Jimmy out of Deli's pets now at this point, but. I'm just too lazy. Alright. Are you done meeting everyone and shaking and greeting? I'd like to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm sufficiently hammered to drive. Let's go.
Jimmy, the one called Arson said something about deal is met. Not quite sure what he meant by that.
Don't worry about it. When you've been alive as long as I have, you have to rub elbows with people sometimes that you don't like in order to get things done. If anything, he kind of notions towards knowing. The information I got was from him, so he would know more about it. Referring to, you know, the treasury.
I do not think I would like the idea of rubbing elbows with things or people I do not like. I would
Sometimes you
prefer
got to
that.
in order to get things done. Sucks, but it's better than nothing.
I do not wish to be in such a situation.
Welcome to dire straits. We're already there. It's just a matter of noticing it or not.
We did not die yet.
It's not what dire straits means. It means you have no other options.
Hmm.
Fucking roll me a persuasion. Disadvantage. There's no fucking way. But I'll fucking, for the sake of the funny, I'll. No.
Don't call on me.
Get in the fucking car. Walking.
She leans back up and just laughs. Same old uncle.
I wonder why I didn't fucking visit you around Christmas. Or sorry, Winter's Feast. Wrong fucking holiday. Forgot I made one.
I thought that was because Dad was an alcoholic.
You act like doors don't like alcoholics.
They're some of my best customers.
Okay. Let me reiterate. He's a mooch alcoholic.
Oh.
The worst kind. Fuck. Do I not have the one map?
No, so what's kind is the sad ones. Which he also
Alright.
will.
So what I'm going to do then. Here, I'll switch maps
I
to.
keep doing that with bloody.
Let me switch to the world map. Where is the world map? Did I move it? Fuck, did I lose my world map? I literally was just on it the other day. I swear to God. Because I don't think I have it saved on this computer. I wish there was a search function nowadays.
Yeah.
Fire.
We can only
No.
hope. Let's see.
Fuck me if I lost it. Swamp Town, Final Battle, Big Map, Totemis. Did I move it? No, Justice is. Sorry. This is Mariner being a dumb. Alright. This is gonna be a little bit of theater of the mind then, because I can't find it currently. So what's going to happen here is I'm gonna give the cart of yours a little boost just so we don't have to wait all day. Should get you where you're going. Gave it a little bit of speed, and he kind of taps on it. Should get to your location in about. Originally, you were scheduled for a day. They should drop that down to 8 hours, and hopefully, we have a good time. Or not, considering where the fuck we're going. Also, which of you has the ring?
One of you has the ring, right? You didn't leave with her, right?
I hope not. Then you're kind of fucked without it.
I do.
Oh,
Alright,
good.
you're. Well, I guess we'll use this. Why? Okay. Alright. So, I'm gonna advise you, because it's been a while since that one's been used. Just stick to the person with the ring when you slide it on. Because some bad shit will happen if you don't.
How close must we be to the one that has the ring?
Anywhere within 60 feet. As long as you stay
Thank
within
God, because I really don't need all of you guys to practically pile on my ass. Okay?
Mela, carry me.
No,
there
you're
are
good.
there are some other people that may want to pile on your ass, but that's not my prerogative.
What the fucking A? Y'all
I
can
hear.
stay about 10 feet away from me,
Don't worry,
and we'll get this started.
I hear things, kid. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to show to everyone, just because Jimmy explained how this. You don't know Warren. I'm not gonna give you that. As much as I would like to, Warren's not like a huge proponent of coming to Shytown a
I
lot.
figured. Well, no, I figured she's heard the name.
Okay, yeah, she's. But like,
Justice kind of told her everything, like, "Oh, don't mess with Mala."
Okay. You know,
So
what,
she
fuck
doesn't know who Warren is, but
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So here, I'm just gonna show the player. So this is what this does. Don't ask what the first bit is, because you don't want to know. Just know that that shit ain't fun.
right. So they're gonna kill us.
They could.
All right, fantastic.
But that means my usual fighting tactics are not going to be effective now.
Just don't ever leave Malice vicinity.
I usually shoot from
Yeah,
afar.
just stay within 60 feet of me.
Well, technically you can leave as long as it's not within 10 minutes, but
Fang doesn't know this yet.
I'm aware. It
He
will be
doesn't like
funny.
thinking-
Alright, I'm just.
Oh,
Mallory, you said no one to be within 10 feet of you, but I have to use the spell for you to move fast.
Alright, that's fine. You can come within 5 feet of me. Everyone else stays 10 feet away.
Everyone's not allowed to enter my vicinity.
Pretty much. No, I'm kidding.
But you smell of warm bread and dry bread.
Stay away from me.
Whenever.
Well, we did encounter that individual that was something of the bread company. Something. He had strange flying.
Don't worry.
Red creature.
Don't worry about him. He's a little bit weird in the head.
Yeah, as the head of the penny arcade company is just no.
He
That man
also-
is weird, except for his explosives, which are very weird but very effective.
Yes, I think Alicia had bought much bread from him.
Tell me you didn't sign up for
Yes,
some
a whole barrel.
Believe she did.
You know that's a scam, right?
Meanwhile, the devil somewhere. I got so much bread.
Oh my god.
He owns the bread market.
Yeah, he owns the Plate of Frost bread market and is slowly stopping world hunger in the Plate of Frost. Can't wait for that story. Following him.
It's a bread baron.
Oh my god.
That actually works well.
I know it does, which is kind of fucked.
That bread is magic.
Okay. So as y'all are going, having a fun adventure, I guess Deli's driving?
Yep. I
So
have
as you're
proficiency
driving,
in land vehicles.
okay, I'm not gonna make you roll that. As you're kind of driving through, you see a lot more now that you're out of the cities again. A lot more of the mining lands and stuff, and you're going through all that kind of stuff, and it looks, I'd say, rather okay. It's not like when you're going pure, but you're kind of like going past the mining towns and stuff that you had seen before. And after a decent way, probably of driving a bit, Jimmy just kind of sits next to you like, ah, I know this is a weird one to ask, Ellie, but you sure y'all are up for this?
Jimmy, I don't think we've been up for anything that we've actually succeeded through, so probably. Well, what have you've learned anything on this, or what?
From no, I've been trying to look into this a little bit more, but trying to find any of Fedorino's notes, they're scattered into the wind, or and then these other anchors seem to have no information on them. It's like they don't exist in a weird kind of way. Which is weird. Oh, nope, not that. Let me go back to that. And I don't know, you've been fucking with stuff with temporal bullshit, as you call it. Maybe something's up with that.
Wait, we're dealing with temporal bullshit?
Oh,
I don't
that's
know.
kind of all we've been dealing with lately.
Yes, there was a puppeteer that claimed to be someone of something. I forgot the exact details, but she had a giant clock which
I wish I would have taken money for this. But no, I had to be nice. Uncle Ami wants a freaking favor. Sure, I'll do it.
Look, just because some people want to hunt down Charlie, or yeah, Charlize for information doesn't mean I want to get my hands involved with her.
Um,
who is Charlize?
Don't worry about it.
you don't want to know. And if you do know, she's probably peeling your skin off, so good times.
Hanks looks over to Deli's direction and just says it very loudly, Deli, I think we picked up more trouble than it is worth, as the saying you use goes.
Well, we'll have to see her in a fight. Because we don't know what she's worth in a life and death situation.
Considering she saved me at least twice, she's alright.
That's good odds.
And by that I mean I threw a plush stuffed toy at someone and then left.
That makes more sense.
For some reason now I just picture Deli Deli. Fucking Jimmy has like substitute the spell where he just throws like a doll and then he just leaves.
Yeah, he doesn't play
He's
dead.
actually taking a class of ninja.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of that Pokemon move.
Yeah, substitute. That's what I was talking about. This is literally the move where you throw a doll up and it takes damage for you and you don't take damage.
Jimmy doesn't play dead. He just puts a doll that plays dead for him.
Yeah, pretty much. But that was all I could find again outside of the what was it? The Eclipse Treasury, but God knows how much of a rumor that shit can be.
Yeah, that's what I was told, so...
Yeah, I know. Which worries me considering if that came from a Keystone's lips, that shit's usually a rumor that Prime Adventurers use, that the Fang folk use to lure adventurers into traps of promise and prosperity and all that bullshit.
I mean, I figure if it is a traps and they fucked with the wrong people, considering... I hope none of you care about my racism towards Fang folk.
Fang folk in general, a lot of bitches to deal with, so don't worry. Plus, for
Well,
my
I mean, after my sister, I mean, you know, and my mother, you know, it's kind of a thing. Plus all the slave trading and...
oh, then you'll probably get along with the captain we met before.
Eh.
I am most lost in this conversation you two are having.
Well, for your sake, when we get to the Grand Wilds again, if we ever go back, we'll make it a competition to see which one of us kills Red Claws faster.
Well, I'm currently ahead of you by one. At least one warden.
Okay, Warden does definitely count for more. I mean, I've killed 7, but a Warden does count for 10.
Alright. Well, if worse comes to worse, then I probably may have to leave again, Deli. I'll probably pay you back eventually.
He puts a hand on Jimmy's back. I'm sure you won't. He throws him off the cart.
He left 1 platinum on this chair. He was gonna give you more, and then he just threw it.
Yeah.
I actually do have how much money he made in sales. You don't want to see it.
No, I
Like
don't. I'll take the platinum. Hey, little D. Cash, and I'll flick it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. As you all get to your destination, and Jimmy's probably dying on the side of the road or feigning dying. So when you get to this area, it's very hollowed ground. A lot of there's a nice kind of like sparse vegetation that's kind of used to like more of a arid kind of environment for mining and mountainous. But as you get closer to this house, there seems to be like a small ring around this house in here. I'll move the map real quick. Where is it? Oh shit, did I lose the map? I'm going to cry. I literally just... what the fuck? Did I not? Hold on. Oh, I didn't actually I'm stupid. Give me a minute. Mariner being dumb. Whatever. I'll kind of describe it, and then I have other maps anyway, so I'll be fine. So as you guys approach, you see this kind of really decrepit, like, shithole of a home. It's just destroyed. It's run ragged. There's, like, a small kind of, I would say, landline kind of telephone box-esque looking thing, like a long wooden pole, and then the rest of this area surrounding like the circumference of the house just looks like, I guess the easiest way to look at it is you see around it and like everything around it, like it just kind of stops, is just dead all around. There's no vegetation, there's any like there's a few like small different bones of other animals that have gotten too close. And I'm just gonna wait for a
Every
minute.
time I see it, it's depressing as fuck.
So, what do you do?
Well, you think we can kill him in 10 minutes?
I'm sure we can.
All right. So,
So
Mallow, you
what I think what we'll do is we'll ride the thing in very fast. That'll give us the fastest break through his front door, and then, you know.
are you gonna try it? It'll be funny.
I mean, that is Snowy giving options.
I'll leave it up to you. I'll find that fucking hilarious.
So,
Or
this
we
is
could just
player
leave.
asking on the table or to the DM, so it's just a house.
Okay, to kind of re-describe this, it's a house. You don't know what's in it or how it is, but around it is like basically a ring. I'll say basically a ring of death, where like everything around it is just dead,
It's like someone cast Circle of Death here.
pretty much. Or like a way to make it kind of more of an apt comparison, considering what this one's doing. It's kind of like a nuclear fallout around it, where like basically everything around it's dead, but there's like I said, a circle around that isn't.
And there's a telephone pole.
There's a telephone pole right outside of like the circle.
Is there a wire going over?
Oh yeah, 100%. It connects into the house. It's basically like one of those old, like those 1950s era landlines that are just connected to
Yeah.
the pole itself. Yeah, it's one of those.
I mean, we could also just call some.
So, from what we know, this is just me speaking on a table. This anchor is mobile, immobile.
You don't know. You don't even know what this one looks like. You only know that there were stories, and this is mostly from Daly and Justice's knowledge of a house that people were afraid to go into because it was basically labeled as a death house. Because obviously, judging from the ring around it, nothing really lives in a close vicinity.
Well, if I had to guess, that's probably it.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
I am
you're up.
curious. I am curious, so before we proceed to this,
Do we want to call them?
Do we want to ring them up?
no, I do not think we have anyone to call.
No, I mean this goes to the house.
The Ghostbusters, they're always available.
Huh. But the form of this anchor, considering that the previous one was the Fadrino, and quite possibly the one that is in the thing that looks like a giant monstrosity controlling the zombies.
Justice told me about that one. I hadn't heard about it.
Yes, I had these scars to prove it, as he kind of shows the very large draconic scars he got on himself.
Yeah,
Using
that
his
was
bloody
a
arm.
experience.
Those are sexy.
Diana, meanwhile, again brooding in the corner.
Yep,
Thank-
just layers.
Oh no, this is gonna be great.
I love
Thank
this
you.
party dynamic already.
Fang's ears kind of just go up and down a little bit, but then just adds, "Yes, I nearly died for them."
Okay, so are you pushing forward then, Mal, into the death house, or does someone want to try to ring this man up? I'll leave it up to you, because I do have a few maps that I'm gonna.
I mean, if everybody's ready to go and we want to do this, yes, you'll put the ring on and we can go in.
Okay, I'm going to ping this like the moment you step over the boundary. So I will wait.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where's theirs? Okay. So this is what you're going to be dealing with. If I could ping it. So this will just keep going up. This is why it's called the Death House.
Oh, great.
I told you anchors were not things to be trifled with. And I
So on the on table, because Fang doesn't know this yet.
Okay.
If we step out of the protection thing and get the bubble,
So here's how it'll work. You can leave the bubble, but you have basically a 10-minute window to return back into Mouse vicinity. Then it basically is like a refresh.
all right. Now here is the second question, which you may answer me or not on this one. Those that step out of the bubble, are they possibly a target for dispel?
You don't know that.
Okay.
I'm not.
so
I'm not gonna. I'm not
That's
gonna
it.
like this.
Yeah,
Put
yeah,
that
no, no,
information
that's fine.
to you at all because
That's
that's a
perfectly
little
fine.
too meta.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I had to ask that particular question. It was on
No,
my mind.
I get you. Like as a player, I would probably ask the same thing if I saw fucking the thing I just threw on screen. But as long as you're within 60 feet of Mal, you're usually fine. So just don't ever leave.
Oh, speaking of the 60 feet,
What's
the
up?
area. How big is that area actually? Or at least can we get a guesstimate of it?
So the area around the house is probably definitely a lot larger than 60 feet because it extends probably to the mine. I would say roughly like probably about a little bit more than half the size. So like
Alright.
so 120 at
Alright.
least. I just I'll have to like rescale some of my maps then at some
That's
point. But
fine.
yeah.
The reason why I'm asking because perhaps again Fangs is this is just Fangs thinking that if there is a limit to the radius, you can probably shoot the enemy from outside the radius.
You don't know also what would happen if you do. Just gonna
Again,
give
he
you the
doesn't
word
know.
warning. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. This is just Fangs thinking and player just vocalizing what he's thinking.
Okay. So
Can I ask a question of everyone before we do this?
Yeah.
Go
I mean,
ahead.
he's been here for years, just well, they have, not moving.
Yeah.
Are we sure they want to actually live? I mean, as far as like the corruption everywhere else, they don't hermit like this.
They are probably in a locked or imprisoned state.
I would hate to question whoever could actually do that to them.
Ellie,
Well-
you probably have an idea who, considering.
Well, considering they are called anchors, I suspect there is a looks over to Delhi for confirmation. I believe a ship or ferryman that pulls up anchors.
One way.
Oh, buddy.
You are the most adorable thing I have met.
Ain't he?
Diana, while you're here, roll me just one intelligence.
Just intelligence?
Saving throw. At
Oh, okay.
disadvantage, sorry.
Oh.
There's a reason. It kind of sucks, but. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be fun now. It's gonna be really fun. Diana. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to describe this now separately of what you guys will be seeing then, because with what you rolled, it's gonna differentiate. So, where the rest of the party sees this rather broken down, kind of destroyed kind of housing unit, especially that looks like, I would say like close to a mansion almost, and it's kind of built out where it's like dilapidated, like parts of the roof are signing off. You see this well built kind of elaborate kind of looking house with different colors and like stained glass windows, and definitely a lot better than the other thing I described, almost like immaculate in the sense of it being completely built from the ground up, looking firmly polished and everything of the like, and looks way different. I'll leave that
Wow.
up to you. Alright, I'll let you do with that information what you want.
Okay.
So, what's the rest of the party doing? Are you heading in, or would you like to make a phone call, or?
Fangs just gets his gear ready.
Okay.
Diana's just gonna start walking towards it. Not a care in the fucking world.
Mallet, you have the ring on?
Diana, wait. Diana, why are you heading weird already?
I thought we wanted to go in. It's very beautiful.
What?
Fangs, one ear goes up, the other ear goes down. Looks very confused.
Now I know what you're thinking. Diana, you have to keep your hands in your pocket every time you see something shiny. But I'm not thinking of that. I just really want to go see and look at the. There's gotta be some valuable things in it.
This is a
I
shit
do not-
shack, and that's coming from me.
I
I'm
do
gonna
not
look at the
question-
house, look back at Deli.
Looks amazing.
Fangs kind of just
Um,
looks around and he just says, I do not question your priorities of obtaining valuables, Diana, but this place, as Deli calls it, looks like shit.
I've seen places in the tent communities of Shankton's that look better than this.
I've
Diana, they're
personally built shacks that look better than this.
Diana, they're probably lying to you. This looks amazing. They must just be seeing the actual good property value.
Yeah, you guys are being very judgmental, and I really ought. That's coming from me, who you judge a lot. I'm going inside.
All
I'm
right.
gonna start heading inside.
Very good.
All right, well, let's follow her.
Okay.
Wait, do you
I
think
mean,
this is
look
one
at
of
the stained glass window. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, this has to be a corruption thing, right?
Do you know about that?
Yeah.
I don't think you've seen it to like this extent, but you definitely at least have an idea of it.
Fangs
I
kind of
mean, I just know that, Justice says she was tainted or something, was a pain in the ass, and kept drinking some chocolate milk.
Fangs
Okay.
immediately goes to
Fucking
Deli and
milk.
says, Fangs goes to Deli and it's loud enough for Mala and Snowy to hear. She is acting similar to when before we encountered the Maxwell one.
Okay. So,
Oh.
Dan, are you going in the door first? Just to qualify.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to again. I have to split this between two maps because this is where
That's
it's
fine.
going to get really fun or really fucked. All right. So, Diana, you walk in again. This immaculate-looking house. You open the door. It's well lit. There are candelabras and everything, kind of adorning the whole kind of interior of the house. It smells like of this roasted meat you probably haven't smelled before, considering you don't really come to Schlankton. You can put yourself inside the house if you want, because you're opening the door and everything.
Okay.
And then from the corner of your ears, you hear, didn't expect any visitors today. Let me get his token, and you can meet a new character, and I will ship Z him. You see this immaculately dressed. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, there we go. You see this immaculately dressed halfling, his hair combed over to one side, piercings in his ears. Hello there.
Oh, is this your house? I was just checking the door, making sure it's up to code.
It's all right. You can come in. Are you? Oh, God, Vadrino had talked about you before. You're his niece, no?
Who's asking?
Oh, I'm just a work associate of his. Oh,
Well,
terribly sorry. Would you? I haven't even offered food or anything. Would you like to come in for? Leave it up to you.
chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, 100%.
I'm in.
The name is Kurz Scheinholt. Or Scheinheit.
Did you say cursed?
No, Kurz. It's-
Okay. I was gonna say me too.
If you actually know what the name means in German, it is funny as fuck. It literally just translates to short beauty.
Very nice. Oh my god. Wait.
What's up?
This is nice. Can I just say how nice it is to talk to someone my own height?
Yes.
What the
I
hell?
was quite curious.
Oh, sorry.
See, Deli, you're wide though. This man is not.
You're you're oval. You're spherical. Like I.
You're like a football. This man's like or you're like a soccer ball. This man's like a, I don't know, a fucking, I don't know. I don't know where. Hold on, I'll shrink his token actually a little too. There you go. Forgot to do that. But it's nice to make your acquaintance. I know Lord Fedrino uses his success as well, and it's nice to meet you. I'm quite, I would say a lord, but not really myself. I guess since you inherited his home, from my understanding, would that not make you a lady?
This home?
No. I'm referring to his.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it does make me a lady.
Would you care to venture further in?
Yeah. Do you hear that? I'm a lady. They knew that. It's been my title the whole time.
Alright, so, I'll ask you, would you be comfortable with, like, him putting his hand on your shoulder to kind of lead the way?
Mm,
I'll leave it up to you, because I don't want to, like...
right, I'm thinking. Probably no.
Okay. Well, this
But I
way
will
then.
follow him willingly, yes.
Okay. So, now, switching to what the others see.
Oh dear.
Gonna be great, don't worry.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, shit.
you walk up to this horrid looking home, dilapidated thing, the door falling off its hinges, and the rest of you would be about right here. And you watch kind of Diana walk through and disappear, at least because she's going further down. But the rest of you, I'm going to, again, see a home that's fallen into disrepair. A lot of the windows and everything seems to be off. The doors are off its hinges. Even like parts of the roof seems to have a falling out, etc. So, yeah, great. Looks like a fun time. Diana seems to be lost,
How the
at least
hell?
from your understanding.
We took 4 steps and she's already somehow gone.
Roguelike.
This is like the situation with the Maxwell one. She says she heard her mother's voice.
Really gotta talk to her mother.
And very quickly he's going to use the detect portals.
There's no portals. I'm gonna.
Okay.
This is just So, as you are all walking in, I'm going to at least reveal some of these things. As you see, where is it? There. These fun-looking things that Fangs and Mala, you and Ellie, you have all saw once. The rest of you three have not.
Fuck, Satsy. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised by anything around here.
And let me show you this individual.
Actually, what the fuck is that?
Oh, hold on. Token thing's being weird because there's a long left. There we go.
I don't like that.
Whatever it is going to be dead soon.
You can certainly try. But killing
Oh
me
god, it
won't-
talks.
I mean, no harm, but if I just wish to talk.
I'm just gonna roll this very quickly.
Ha!
Because,
Oh,
nope.
fine.
Banks immediately pulls out his longbow and fires. Dead center.
Alright, roll me
There's
to hit.
nothing I can do.
Sorry, bud. He's worried about Diana, and this thing is right there.
Okay, hold on, because I do have something for the... English, LinkedIn, current group. What spell? Alright. Well, you fire on him. And you watch as the arrow kind of goes through and bounces to the side almost as if one of them had... Is this the right spell? No, wrong spell. As it kind of... Oh wait, what did you roll actually? Oh, 21. Okay, so it does seem to sink in and do some damage, but then you watch one of these individuals raise up a spear, and do I have the DC on? Okay, it is 17. So I need a charisma save.
Oh,
Thanks.
here we go again.
How'd I get rid of the...
Well, thanks. Here's your portal.
Well,
Oh,
there he
DC.
goes.
What was the DC again?
17. You actually hit
there.
it.
I managed to make the save.
Only people wish to talk.
Fang stomps the ground for a brief moment.
Thanks. Just give it a fucking minute, all right?
Don't we only have 9 left?
So no, to explain how that works, the only time you're on a timer is if you step out of the vicinity. So
Oh.
technically the only one on a timer right now is Diana. So you do technically have 10 minutes, but it's to find Diana.
Yeah, Fangs is gonna add. As much as I wouldn't mind talking, I feel like Diana's in danger.
Yes, thanks. Quick question. Do you know where she is?
Ears kind of move around as he's doing it again to the tech portal.
Because I don't. And the only one I think in this room that does is standing over there. And maybe if we kill him, we never see her again. So maybe we should just take a minute and maybe convince him to give us the little one back.
Okay, so we're all in agreement.
Understood.
Hey,
Lower
we
the
must
bow.
be short stack. Have you seen her? That's this high. Cute as a button. Apparently has weird hands.
Yes, godly she is. How do they say? Fulfilling her role as an anchor to be.
Oh, I see why Justice said to kill her. Okay.
An anchor to what now?
To be,
An
you know, like marry.
Yes, I know, but that is an expression of shock and... Oh, not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
I'm not surprised the little one's evil.
I don't think she's inner me.
Well, okay, she has evil enforced upon her.
He is simply being. Look
Is she-
over to Mala. What's that word? Indoctrinated?
Oh, that's a big word for you. Sir, what do we got to do to get her back into the real world and you to stop being all... Yes.
To answer the fact one, it's entirely up to her if she wants to leave and come back. It's not my choice.
God damn it.
It's a path that she walks. I'm just showing her what can be and what cannot. As for myself, as this kind of thing, like, lumbers towards you in a very disturbing way, like, its limbs kind of contorting in almost inhuman-like ways. My time in this plane has been torturous, to say the least. It's...
Is
Go ahead.
anyone else really upset by the way that moved?
Fangs is in a ready position, but he's just gonna add somewhat through gritted fangs as well as like. So are you looking for a quick release of this form of yours or a slow one?
In due time, but for now. And we're gonna switch back over to Diana. And as you're kind of walking through the hall with Cruz, you see, again, a lot of these really nice, just elaborate looking things. You come to, like, I'd say a small little library. And he's just sitting. Do you know, at one point, your uncle convinced us all to, what was rid the world of the so-called corruption and all the anchors and everything. Was kind of like what you're doing.
Yes. So he said.
You know, in some ways, I wish we didn't listen to him. As he kind of, Curse looks like a little more sullen now.
Why's that?
The problem with what we were doing is even though we were saving the world from broken pieces, we were eventually offered a proposition by an individual whose name I can't seem to recall. She had mentioned that she would give us power in order to fight the corruption and put an end to the anchors that were holding everything in place. And for a time, it worked. But then we realized something was working against us. The corruption that the roles that we were given slowly began to erase us from the annals of time. Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Normal or disadvantage?
This one's gonna be normal.
Okay.
I will say the DC is 19. You didn't hit it.
Well.
You feel like as he says that, your brain, like you feel like this hard kind of wall that it hits, and you take 6 damage. But it's like your brain now is trying to process two conflicting memories because you remember when your uncle had come to visit, he was usually alone. It was usually a fun time, and that's what you. But now it's kind of conflicting with this additional memory of Fedrino, but with this like whole band of people. One who you can now notice as Cruz. Curse. That name's gonna like hurt my tongue because it's German. But you notice it's with him and a few other people that you haven't seen before. And it's like your brain's trying to conflict on which one is the actual memory versus which one is like I guess a fragmented memory. Like one that shouldn't exist and kind of got overwritten.
Oh, she'll put her hand on her head. Sorry, I have a little headache.
Yes, that tends to happen when we start messing with things that shouldn't be tampered with, especially time. When you start conflating memories, conflicting them into how should I put this into imagine an ingredient bowl. Eventually the brain really can't process all of them and it will either implode or try to fight for which memory is correct.
Okay.
That's
Am I able to notice that the rest of my group is not with me?
roll me a perception. Nah, they're just chilling there. You can kind of like so. Here's the easiest way to put it: is like you look out of the corner of your eye and like, oh, they're right behind you. They've just been there the whole
Gotcha.
time.
Sweet.
Sorry, I'm adding something else real quick.
No, you're good. How did you begin to work for my uncle?
He was asking for a group of ready adventurers, and considering my connections in Schlankton and the like, I thought it would be beneficial to, help him out. Considering Schlankton's a hard place to get around, and if you don't know people, it can really kick you in the teeth.
Right. And she's trying to think between those two memories. What exactly did he need your help with, though? What did you do?
God, how do I put this? I was a tinker and an inventor. They called me a bit of an anarchist because I tend to set things on fire a little bit here and there, but for all intents and purposes, I was basically what they call a tech jockey or something of that nature.
Well, I'm sure he enjoyed your company.
He did, and actually, Diana, roll me another intelligence saving throw. Still gonna be a DC 19, considering.
Yes.
Okay, so you remember actually, um, and this is weird. You remember hearing about all the time in Forwin and stuff this kind of company called Shineholt Industries, where they would make all kinds of different tech, especially like religious icons and iconography, other stuff like that. But for some reason, like it feels like that memory's not matching with. You're not gonna take any damage or anything, but it seems like that memory isn't matching up with what you remember of your mom really not mentioning anything of it. And it's kind of like, again, you have these two kind of conflicting memories.
Huh. Um, I don't mean to be rude. Chocolate chip cookies?
Oh, right here. And you watch as like a small little kind of like stove unit kind of thing walks up and hands you a small plate.
Damn. I thought I was gonna leave the room. Okay.
No.
Um.
You can, if you want to try something else, go ahead.
Yeah, I will. She'll take one. And then stand up and start looking around the like library area we are in. Do you mind if I walk around a little bit? I was admiring the stained glass windows from outside.
Oh, go right ahead.
Sweet. Thank you. And then I will start wandering the house, going towards the door.
Okay.
Or going like down the hallway, the direction towards the door where we came from.
Okay. What would you like to do then?
I'm gonna look for anything that looks weird or abnormal or different.
Roll me a perception then, or I guess investigation because you're looking for something specific that would stand out.
Okay, yeah, cool.
No, this just looks like a nice, rich house. Can't really tell.
Sweet. I am gonna take a bite of the chocolate chip cookie.
Okay. It tastes really good. It's not like your mother's chocolate chip, yeah, chocolate chips, but it's definitely up there.
Nice, very nice. And I will start looking up and down the hallways, and I will start looking for the rest of the party. Because I realize they're not behind me either now
All right.
that I've left the room.
All right. And while you're doing that, let us flip back to the party. All right. That seems to always be a problem. People tend to forget existence. Temporal existence comes into fray, and then we break it. We were promised power in order to save the world, but all it did was have the world forget us. The other party, I don't know who's back.
Oh, Fang is just listening. He's just. This is kind of mostly mumbo jumbo to him still.
How's
He
a fucking anything forget what you look like? Holy shite, still.
I don't take that as an insult anymore. Corruption, when it seeds deeply, begins to distort information that it comes into contact to, rewriting and leaving only monstrous husks. What may happen to your friend, depending on how much he's willing to give into it.
Right.
Hold on. I'm gonna just make another wisdom saving throw.
Is he gonna fucking shoot a bow? Oh boy.
Well, he's just gonna shout really loudly. And for everyone that has sensitive eardrums, please lower or mute me because I'm about to shout.
Oh god, Miser's about to wake up all of New York.
Oh yeah. Diana!
Well, thank God the mic muted that more than anything.
There we go.
All right, so Diana, roll me a perception.
Ooh,
I
wow,
was gonna
that
say, depends on if I could hear, if I heard that perception.
Yeah, perception. There goes my ear. That's why Mother did say, Diana, you hear a yelling sound kind of coming out from outside the house.
Do I recognize that it's
Oh, 100
fangs?
Oh, 100%.
Bestie?
Friend?
She'll start heading out the house.
Okay.
Where
Roll
did you
me-
guys go?
Roll me another intelligence saving throw. Okay. So as your vision begins to fade, you now see a worse house. That's worse off.
Mm,
And you can put yourself with the others, but like right in front of this individual.
what's in my hand?
Fuck, you took cookies with you, right?
Yeah.
So you see another ichor, and it seems to be slowly just crawling up your hand and kind of being absorbed into you.
Not again. I'm assuming my. I don't know if I'm facing the party, if I'm facing.
You're facing this individual. Also,
Okay.
I have added something. Hold on. I'm just making sure this is worded correctly. So, I'm going to show the players. There's now an extra ability added to your thing. Have fun with that.
Wait, is that the ring or?
No, it's the heart. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think it's
Is it
showed.
the modified time?
Yeah, here, I'll show it to players just because.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it's only in your journal right now, so give me a sec. I'll just put it in all and then show it to everyone. So this is one thing she has, but now there's more. Second part is the fun one that I just added.
Oh.
Welcome to why corruption's a bit of a bitch.
Wait, did you add a second part?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because they haven't seen the original one because it was technically
Oh,
visible to
gotcha.
everyone.
So
That is a scary.
if
thing.
I
I know
modify
it is.
time for, I can modify time for one individual,
At a time, and then it's per 3
and
long
if they
rest. And if they
and if they
fail, then
fail
they
it, they
don't remember
forget
you
me.
exist. Yeah, they don't think you exist.
Interesting. And that's permanent.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm well aware of how strong this is. That's why I put it on once per 3 long rests, because I do not want this abused like super hard.
Yeah.
But I know this is why I'm slowly leaning towards, at this point, just making an evil campaign, so I'll see what you do with it.
Wow. Okay.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, do I feel, on a scale of 1 to like 10, am I like, sorry, how's my corruption level? Since that went up,
You could definitely see like your arms. Like, I would say not like to the level of this gentleman's arms, but you could definitely
Right.
see like like they're becoming more detailed, a lot worse than they were before, and the rest of the party can kind of see this. So
I meant like mentally, like, am I gonna start acting like an asshole again a little bit?
no, for the time being, no,
Okay.
because it's not like you're drinking some of that ichor. This is a little bit different. I'll say that much, but it definitely does
Okay.
feel like you'd feel like a rush of power for a split second.
Okay.
That's fine. Uh, Welcome back. Do hope you enjoyed the chat with my former self.
Former self.
Who I once was before I was lost to time.
Well, she'll look around. I liked your house a little bit better.
So did I. And this is the price one must pay when we trade power and prestige for the ability to help.
I'll turn around.
The rest of the party's just
And-
there.
Yeah.
Fangs is fully ready to jump in there with his blade.
Now then,
What's going on? And I'm sorry, this house is a shithole.
I've heard it before, it's fine.
I kind of realizing that he shouted way too loud. Not used to doing that. I could ask the same thing about you. You vanished, and this thing was mentioning you being a anchor to be.
Okay. She'll look at her hands. I was offered that, yes. I didn't do anything. I was just in a house that was a lot nicer than this. And I ate a cookie.
Fangs just very slowly face palms. Eating an accepted meal is as similar to accepting a gift.
Thanks, they were chocolate chip cookies. You know my weakness.
Her flaw. Do you have chocolate chip cookies? Fuck! I can't say no!
I'm just
Fangs
gonna
will-
type that in my flaws real fast.
It was right here.
Fangs looks over to Deli and he just says, "Is there any way we can use healing things with chocolate chip cookies to remove Diana's curse?"
At this point, it's less of a
I don't
curse.
know.
I'm not cursed anymore, remember?
I'm living a lifestyle choice, Dad.
Fangs kind of looks at her hands.
That's just... I didn't know how to turn them back. I wouldn't turn on you guys, I promise.
Fangs looks over to the thing behind her.
If I had copper for every time someone said that, I'd have 3 copper, which is weird for me.
I hate you.
Fangs kind of just again looking at the large creature behind her. You said this thing was a choice. How is it a choice when you deceive her by giving things that she likes?
Choice is still a choice, even with temptations bound. You know that
That's
as
the
much as I.
illusion of a choice.
They don't tell me that my stealing's bad. They said I can use it for good. Just like I've always wanted to. Because I can, I'm really good at it.
Oh, this is great. We are simply offering power, but we're giving it free and willingly in order to break a cycle that everyone seems to be stuck in. If you don't agree with our methods, or at least mine, it is not my problem.
This talk is reminding me sickeningly so much like Austria.
Well, unlike her, and he'll kind of slowly lean down. I do tired of everything. This world, it's broken, fractured rules, erasing everything I've done and having nothing to live for, if you would be so kind. And he will kind of lean his head down.
Thanks. I'm just gonna roll this at disadvantage because he's been aiming to kill this thing already.
That's fine.
Well, the reason I did the save, so he was gonna. If it was low, he was gonna run up to him, but nope. I'm going to Misty Step. Very close and personal, and drive the Black Razor straight for the neck. Do I
Okay.
need to roll for the attack or?
No. So you drive it in, and there's no fighting, no resistance. You watch as there's not even a scream of pain. There's just this acceptance as you just drive into this neck, and it just falls down. A lot of the body starts breaking away. And hold on, I just gotta move Fangs real quick because I don't want to delete him on accident.
Okay.
Where is it? Where are the anchors? Because I know I had put them in there. Ah, fuck. Did I? Oh yeah, they're in the corruption anchors. Okay. Let me shrink him down. As you stab into him, Fangs, his body shrinks, and almost to like 3/4 of the size it was. And instead of stabbing this creature in the neck, it's now just a halfling man that looks like nothing you've seen before. And as you do, you just hear a soft thank you. As
Fangs will just add very quickly and probably as gently as he possibly is able to manage. I hope you find rest.
and you watch as you stab into him and pull out this dagger, his body just shrinks to this form and then slowly breaks into glass. And the glass slowly deteriorates into a fine powder. And the individual beings that were standing there kind of dissipate, and that energy that you felt coming from the ring also dissipates as the anchor that was once washed over Schlankton, the man that wished nothing more just to help people, to rid a world of corruption, now gone. Congratulations, everyone. You have defeated your second anchor. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I know it was a bit of a shorter session, but I just kind of wanted to finish this arc on a very bittersweet note of how a lot of this is. And yeah, you can find me on Transpace Mariner on Twitch. Transpace Mariner on Twitch and Dia Mariner on Twitter. And yeah, next week we'll deal with like the final repercussions of this, close out this arc, and finally head to the beach after a lot of trauma. So yeah, I'll throw it over to my partner in crime for tomorrow, Mool.
Hello, I was the one playing Justice formerly and now playing Snowy. And tomorrow will be Sea of Sorrows. For barring anybody getting sick. That being said, throw it over to Miser.
Hello, everyone. I think I just injured my throat for that shout, but no regrets on that. I am Miser Mark. I play Fangs on Blades, who's been a little bit more proactive now. I am also the DM for Into the Wildlands on Sundays, which I am on every other Sunday, switching with Mariner. You can find my content on Miser Mark on both YouTube and Twitch. And I shall hand over for my other co-conspirator for that same week, Jeebus Adingus.
Hey everybody, I will be running a Drake's Salvation, not tomorrow, but the upcoming Monday, and The party has just traversed the first level of their first Temple of Pain that they will be traversing through, and they have just dropped down into the next layer to see what comes for them, and it's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. Al?
Hello, I am River. I play as Mala in this game, and then the other Sunday game I play as Ari. So yeah, that is me. I still have my Twitter information down below. Mostly just D&D and other stuff. That is me.
All right. Well, again, I'd like to thank everyone for showing up, having fun. I know it was probably a shorter session, but I just I knew how I wanted this fight, quote unquote, to go. So, yeah, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks where we get to go finally see Delian and Mankini, which everyone was waiting for.
Hell yes.
All right. Good night.